that's leaking all out your bad windows. Go to windownation.com. 50% off all style windows, 5 years no interest, and an additional bonus when you contact my friends at windownation.com today. That's windownation.
Internet that's everything you imagine, and then some. Quantum Fiber, your world unleashed. Sign up today and get internet with a price for life. Keep your internet service monthly rate for as long as you keep your plan. Internet service monthly rate subject to continued plan availability.
We got a high in the mid-70s today. Oh, this is not good. High in the mid-70s. The Power Hour is live. KFAN.com/watch is where you can find it. It's all thanks to Quantum Fiber, your world unleashed.
How long are you going to talk?
It's a great question.
Yeah, answer it, Zacho.
2 minutes and 37 seconds.
Oh, good for you, man.
Oh, well played.
Where'd you get that?
He died.
Oh, no. I just read a headline on one of the Vikings news pages, that we have. By the way, this is a local band called The Following. Lifelight is the name of the song. And the headline said, Lewis Scene's quest to make the Vikings roster just got harder.
Yeah.
Just got harder?
Yeah.
I think it's been on a pretty slippery slope for quite a while, unfortunately.
Alec Lewis of The Athletic has written a piece with one tidbit about all 90 players currently on the Vikings roster. The revelation is that Najee Thompson has switched positions from cornerback to safety and is likely to make the roster, which means one less roster spot for a safety, which means owies.
And
Alec Lewis filling in for PA 9 to noon. So Alec can break it down when he rolls in here in a little
Alec
bit.
Lewis is great. He's really good.
I need to say hi to him. I don't think I've ever met him.
He's good. Yeah.
The guy you just mentioned, Hawk, he's a dynamite special teams player.
Is that right?
He's one of the best special teams players in the league, so he will make the team. Yeah. Lewis Seen will probably be one of the first guys cut.
I hope he's the guy, one of those guys that goes to a different team and makes the roster and has a good career.
I know.
You what I mean?
It's tough because we're so used to going, well, that guy's not going to be any good.
Right.
And then you realize there's a personal story behind everything. And the injury he suffered, the dramatic injury, and who knows how much that contributed to it. Or maybe he just isn't picked up on the system. Whatever it is, his dreams are getting squashed right now here in Minnesota, unfortunately. And I agree. I hope he has an opportunity, if that's the case, to catch on with another team. Because they drafted him for a reason at that point. It just doesn't always work out.
Could have just stayed put and taken Kyle Hamilton instead, but they moved back and gambled on Lewis Seen, and it backfired big time.
Kyle
He's
Hamilton
probably the
turned out
best
to be-
safety in the league.
Didn't look like a gamble, though. You know what I mean? It's a kid from Georgia, right? It didn't look like a gamble.
Good reputation.
Yeah,
Great.
He was the leading, he was a team captain, I think, for that Georgia squad. It didn't look like a gamble.
And the Lewis Seen argument always starts with people say, that horrific injury is terrible. He barely was going to play
anyway.
before he got hurt, right? It just looks like a huge swing and a miss.
Happens.
And I'll never forget being in London when people back here in the States said they showed the replay once, but on the TVs in London, in the stadium, we must have seen it 20 times.
That's not an exaggeration.
And every time they showed it, Rosie laughed harder than the previous time.
He peed himself. Hawk had to hose him down.
But honestly, they did show it 20 times
They did.
in London, and I think after the second time, I'm like, I've seen enough.
Yeah.
That is
it was
not
horrible.
worth watching. And they just kept running it.
Well,
I don't know why they did.
Rosie
Over and
picks
over and
his
over
phone
again.
up and he starts recording.
Yeah, Rosie. Why were
And I was like, what are you
You
doing,
were
Rosie?
sleeping.
Then you started unzipping your pants, and I'm like,
You
what's
were
happening?
Sleeping, Zach.
But the
He
worst
started
It was.
unzipping my
I think I
pants.
caught the last one because I heard you guys react to it. I'm like, I should look at this.
and the whole time they're showing the
drowning?
replay. Yeah. Wow.
We'll be
He's
back
just laying on the field.
I'll be back at Tottenham again in October.
Not me.
Oh, me too.
Yeah,
be there
we'll,
too,
we'll be
Rosie.
there.
Yeah, we'll
October
be
6th.
there.
Oh, cool.
That stadium is set up. We were talking about the stadium is set up.
It's a setup.
Obviously for soccer. So you really can't get from, as we found out, from one side of the stadium. It's not like walking through the concourses at US Bank where you can just basically walk in a circle. I mean, you can't get to the other side of that field because I think they purposely try to keep the fan bases apart.
Yeah, there's an away end in that corner. Yeah.
Right.
Yep.
Yeah, you were just there not long ago, right?
I was. Well, yeah, because that's
very good point.
Yeah, Tottenham's my squad. So I was there at that stadium. Yeah.
That's a cool stadium.
Oh, it's the best. But yeah, there's a dedicated away end.
So that's the reason why they do that.
Correct.
Very Ted Lasso.
But Hawk, you said at SoFi Stadium, it's hard to get around too now. Like it seems like that's the new way they're building these stadiums. They're just keeping the classes apart.
You got to keep them separated.
Well, let's say if you're in section, let's say you're in section 222,
right?
You can only go to section 222. If you want to leave your section to go to a different section, you got to leave the stadium, go downstairs, go out onto a long concourse, and walk around to wherever else you want to go.
Yeah,
I think it's
definitely confusing there, but I still love the experience. That's for sure.
Yeah, super fun. Let's roll, right?
Yeah.
Why not? Okay, good point.
Yep.
Okay.
Good talk.
Yeah, thank you.
That's not bad.
That's not bad.
All right, should we do Fan 5?
Oh, I don't know.
Let's get Rosie's opinion on some stuff that we haven't talked about yet.
Okay, let me hit this.
The juice is loose. It's time for Fan 5, brought to you by Builders and Remodelers.
Thanks, Builders and Remodelers. All right, here's some stuff we haven't talked about with Rosie yet. The NHL draft is a week from Friday, next Friday and Saturday at the Sphere in Las Vegas.
How about that?
The Sharks pick number 1. Chicago picks number 2. The Ducks pick number 3. Macklin Celebrini, who just turned 18 like 5 days ago or 6 days ago, is going to be the number 1 pick. Hobie Baker, award winner as a freshman at Boston University, so he'll go to San Jose, which is lucky that we didn't get Chicago to get Bedard and Macklin Celebrini back-to-back years. That would have sucked. So luckily he's going to San Jose. But that's next Friday and Saturday at the Sphere in Las Vegas. Well, I was there the last handful of days. The Grateful Dead are playing the Sphere right now.
Yeah, right.
So the Sphere had this super cool Grateful Dead logo going around the Sphere. It looks just awesome. And then there were deadheads everywhere. No Bill Walton, though. I looked everywhere.
That's too soon. Who's how many original members are left?
1.
Well, John Mayer's still in the band.
Well, is it two Hawk? It's Bob Weir.
He was there since day one.
Santana still there?
Phil Lesh still in it?
Oh, he might be.
I think it might be
the guy
two.
from Nike?
Yep.
Yeah.
So I guess the answer is, Rosie, we don't know.
We
Richie
don't have any
Sambora, is
idea.
he still in there?
Yeah.
Ricky Sam. Who?
No, you're thinking
Larry
of
Reynolds?
Ralph Macchio.
Oh. R.I.P.
I think it's 2.
Rob's still alive.
Oh.
Yeah, a couple drafts coming up. Neither team and our local teams are going to be heavily involved in any drama involved.
No, but the Wild will pick 13th in the NHL draft.
right.
The Minnesota Timberwolves have a pick this year.
Yes, they do.
For the foreseeable future, that's not always the case, but they pick 27th this year.
On a very thin class to begin with.
Even if it's a deep class, pick 27 is
It's
always a
not
long
gonna-
shot.
yeah,
You got to get really lucky.
You got to hope that a Leonard Miller or someone
Leo?
Yeah.
has a growth spurt and puts on about 15 pounds of muscle and ends up being a contributor next year. That's about the better than any draft pick they're going to have.
Oh.
Is that his first name, Leonard Miller?
Yeah.
Yeah. Ask
Isn't he?
Hockey.
Yeah, no,
Chris
Leonard
knows
Miller.
that. Yeah.
He's used to be a big
And the
band.
kid they drafted last year who got hurt,
Rosie.
their second round pick.
Lucine?
He had a knee injury. I can't remember what school he went to, but he was
He went
supposed to be
Hawk knows.
University of Phoenix.
a really good player, and he basically spent the whole year recovering from his injury. So, anyway, whatever.
Yeah, right.
Go make a trade.
Yeah, go make a trade.
Who would you trade for?
Trae
Tom
Young.
from
Yes, same. I would trade
Quincy's
for
Humble.
Trae Young as well. It's over.
What's over?
I don't know.
I don't.
The Wolves draft talk.
Oh,
I know you want to talk more about it. Hawk.
okay, basketball season. Let's get her started again.
Yeah, it's right around the corner.
You can't wait.
Rosie, when you go to watch a Gopher football game, how bombed do you want to get?
Great
Zero.
question.
Like a buzz?
Well, I know they're expanding the drinking policy.
Hell yeah.
Very possible. There is a plan before the Board of Regents to add cocktails and bottle service eventually to the University of Minnesota sporting events. They added beer in 2012, just like 5 decades after everybody else.
Right.
And the Star Tribune article this morning, Rosie, says that this is about the fan experience, not about making more money.
Of course it is.
So Corey and I said, give it away for free then.
Yeah.
Just charge cost.
All the rules are changing now. I mean, you're looking at their schedule, and they play, USC here. I mean, I still cannot get used to looking at their schedule and seeing Washington and Oregon and USC and UCLA. I'm going, what is going on? I hope it's exciting. I hope it's fun. But, yeah, the bottle, the whole liquor service and
Button bar.
Do what
the
now?
way that
Ew.
button bar.
Button bar. They play 4 straight home games. The Gopher football team does
To start the season, or it's just at some
North
point?
Carolina here, Rhode Island, Nevada, and then Iowa.
Let's go.
Then Michigan into USC.
Oh boy.
Let's go.
You're going to need those cocktails.
Here's what doesn't change. Fake IDs are still fake IDs.
They are.
Correct.
Kids that aren't supposed to be drinking are still going to get hammered before they go to the stadium anyway.
correct.
So this doesn't change really anything except for most of us that are 21 plus. If we want a drink or two, now we have the ability to do so.
Tommy Olson will
I don't
still
see
be
how it changes anything.
delegating in his usual spot.
Right, that doesn't change.
No.
It
Dale,
might make
why
it
Dale?
more responsible for drinking because if you
Interesting. Go on.
Yeah.
if you tailgate, right, you're like going into a stadium that doesn't have cocktails, right? So you're going to want to get bombed before the game starts. And you're probably going to drink more. But if you can just kind of keep a nice little righteous buzz throughout the game,
Just buzz.
like that, I think
This is you should do interviews for the University of Minnesota to the Star Tribune. So what you're saying is this will decrease the amount of drunks,
You
at least
got it.
irresponsible drunks.
precisely.
This is a gradual.
You're not going up on a roller coaster and then slowly dropping through the game.
Yeah.
You're just kind of going up and you're just going through the cruise line, just
Stay in the slot.
staying in the slot.
Interesting theory, Zachary.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Anybody buying this garbage or not?
No.
I just farted.
What are you talking about?
That was you. I heard that.
I'm just sitting here, brother.
Yeah, all right, Hulkster. Sorry. The Hulkster's in town. Do
He
we know
is.
what for?
He's got a new beer.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
Going back to the future. He spent a lot of years here early in his career.
Yeah.
I think 79 to 84 or something like that. Hulk lived here.
No kidding.
Really? Yeah.
So when I was growing up in Chisago, so this is like 89-ish or so, there was a kid in my neighborhood who ended up on Wheel of Fortune, by the way, as part of Teen Week. He claimed that his mom would go out with Hulk once in a while, which looking
Dairy
back, I
Queen?
think, no, here's the thing. When I was 9 or 10 years old, I was like, that's amazing. Your mom dates Hulk Hogan, quote, once in a while. That's so cool. Yeah. And now as a 44-year-old, I look back and I go, Hulk was probably just banging his mom when he was in town.
Yes.
And this kid didn't understand that, like, mom going out to hang out with Hulk Hogan, it wasn't they were going to Applebee's.
No,
they were going to the Hulkster's tour bus.
Yeah, they were going
no
to Pound Town, man.
Hulkster
Yeah, but we
seems
didn't
like a
know
righteous
that.
dude.
He's a very nice human being.
See?
He used to come down to the station once in a while and hang out and just tell stories.
Did he have a
and-
lady with him who was
No.
somebody's mom?
No, he did not have
Oh.
a motherly figure with him.
Oh. You have a motherly figure.
Oh.
Thank you.
No, Rosie, don't say thank you to that. You're selling yourself short.
Rosie, have you ever watched his adult film tape? I'm trying to be a little vague.
No, I have not.
Would you?
No, probably.
Haul your
not.
hands up.
Yes.
Has hockey.
Seeing the Hulk Hogan tape?
Yeah.
84% chance.
Hawk,
Completely by accident.
Completely.
Yeah.
did you watch it to the end?
Of course, you had to see how it ended.
No. Don't. Never mind.
Don't say it.
Did you just call me Toned?
Yeah, go ahead. Don't.
I loved your song, Wild Thing.
Oh, brilliant. That's funny.
Yeah, your turn, Toned.
Great wrestling stuff back then, man.
Thanks. Love it.
Yeah. All right, who cares? I'm
I
bored
do.
of sports.
I want to do more about Willie Mays. Okay?
No.
Here you go. Here's Willie Mays. He died at the age of 93.
Are you Willie Mays, the greatest baseball player of all time? I don't do that. So many things happen with me on the baseball field that I could just look back and just replay every moment. I never had a day where somebody would not come up and say, I saw you make a play. I love you because of what you did for me. And it made me feel very, very proud because not only did I play baseball for the people, they enjoyed what I did.
By the way, what a weird kind of needle to thread. The humble versus confidence thing, right? Because he just basically tried to dismiss the whole, I don't get into all that. I'm not going to call myself the greatest player of all time. I don't do that.
He didn't.
And you go like, wow, what a humble guy. That's what the great should do, is just have other people say it. Then you have like Muhammad Ali just going, I'm the greatest of all time. Right. And that doesn't bother us, right? Because it's like,
good point,
well, he's right. But then I'd say 9 times out of 10, if somebody does it today, that maybe it's just a generational thing where I'm like, yeah, what a prick. Just keep it to yourself. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Shut up.
But the older guys, for whatever reason, could kind of bob and weave, and some of them could feel humble. Some of them could be confident. But I don't know. It just comes off as more selfish now than it used to, and I don't know if it's just.
I think it's a generational thing. It's also probably a social media, way of connecting with your fan base. Obviously, before Muhammad Ali was Muhammad Ali and he was Cassius Clay, he had to and that's just who he was. He was very brash, and his vocabulary was off the charts, and he was the best at what he did, even starting with his Olympic career.
For sure. Rosie, wouldn't you say for a boxer, too, it's an intimidation tactic in some ways?
Oh, yeah.
But also, some guys having the ability to put their tongue in their cheek while they're doing it, and you know it. Yeah. And Muhammad Ali was that guy. He had a sly smile while he was saying the stuff he was saying, and so you could have fun with it. You bought it, right?
Well, you did, but I think he had to perform. He had to back it up in the ring, and when he knocked out Sonny Liston, the big black bear, as you call him, whatever, that was one of the greatest upsets in the history of boxing at that time, and no one had really thought Ali had a chance, Cassius Clay, at that time. And when he beat Sonny Liston, and then they beat him again the second time, which a lot of people felt was he took a dive, but that's a whole nother story. That kind of elevated his aura, and then he just went off on the whole thing, leading up to the 3 memorable fights with Joe Frazier. But it is different, much different. And Willie Mays was always kind of self-deprecating that way. I think you could let other people tell me, other people say I'm the greatest.
Here's Barry Bonds, by the way. Willie Mays was the godfather of Barry Bonds. Right. Here's Barry talking about how he didn't want to break Willie's home run record from the HBO documentary Say Hey, Willie Mays.
Bonds with a drive. Looks like number 70 for Barry Bonds. And it is.
When I was going for the home run record, I didn't want to pass Willie Mays. That was my godfather. And so Willie sat me aside. And I was like, Willie, I can't do it. It's because it's too emotional. You're going to come out on the field. I'm going to start crying. And he said, you better pass me, and then you better keep going. I did it because of Willie.
Delivers, and Bonds hits one high deep towards right field. And into the cubby cove.
And he said, you pass me, and you keep passing next, and you keep going until they rip that uniform off you.
Well, maybe you should have taken steroids, and you wouldn't have passed him.
Yeah, you still got to hit the baseball.
I wonder if Willie ever said.
Baseball.
I wonder if Willie ever commented on the drug stuff.
I don't know.
I don't know either.
I don't know if he did. I mean, he probably avoided it.
I don't know, but Barry Bonds is in the top 10 all time for guys who don't sound like they look like they should sound.
That's true.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That voice doesn't match his like body type or his face at all.
Walter Payton is number 1 for me when it comes to.
Oh, I guess I don't even know what he sounds like.
He had a very high pitched voice, sweetness.
Maybe that's why he was so sweet.
Yeah. Number 1 for sounds exactly like they look. Meets us, Paul Lambert.
Die.
See, die.
I said hi.
Oh, sorry. See?
Hi. Hello.
Anyway, there you go, Willie Mays.
Yeah,
man.
Only I don't have any sound bites from Willie Mays Hayes.
Oh,
I loved him as well.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There have been some people who suggested, much like Jackie Robinson, that they should permanently retire number 24 everywhere in Major League Baseball to honor him.
They haven't,
Yeah.
That's a possibility.
Yeah.
Baseball did it the right way. I mean, I think it actually would be the right thing to do.
I would agree with you.
It would be fun to live long enough to have all of the numbers be triple digits because we've retired everything from 1 to 99.
Well, the Yankees are basically, they're almost there.
They're on their
now.
way.
They don't have too many numbers left.
Headlines next. This is the Power Trip Morning Show on the Fan.
This is the following last call.
Our iHeartRadio Music Festival, presented by Capital One.
Coming back to Las Vegas, September 20th and 20th.
Internet that's everything you imagine, and then some. Quantum Fiber, your world unleashed. Sign up today for an internet service monthly rate with peace of mind.
2024 iHeartRadio Music Festival, presented by Capital One. Right now, before they sell out.
At AXS.com.
NBC play-by-play action of Team USA, plus NBC's top Olympic moments, original Summer Games podcasts, and live hourly updates from the games in Paris on the iHeart app and right here on this station. Be sure you have the free iHeart app, the exclusive audio home of NBC's coverage of the 2024 Paris Olympics.
iHeartRadio. Some people just know there's a better way to do things, like bundling your home and auto insurance with Allstate. Why make things harder than they need to be? There's a better way to save time and money. Visit allstate.com or call for a quote today.
Yes, it's me. My name is Chris Hockey, and I'm here to talk to you about Builders and Remodelers at buildersandremodelers.com. What a time to be alive and to be in the Twin Cities, where Builders and Remodelers can come to your house and professionally install the highest quality products at the best price, all backed by a lifetime workmanship guarantee. And right now, you get your best savings ever. Installation labor on any window, siding, or door project is just $1. You heard it, $1. That's right. Plus, you can get 36 months no interest financing if you qualify. That's from buildersandremodelers.com, the official partner of your Minnesota Twins, buildersandremodelers.com. More than 41,000 Twin Cities households have trusted Builders and Remodelers, including my household. Nobody does it better. Check them out, Builders and Remodelers at buildersandremodelers.com.
Hey, this is Jeremy at Unique Classic Cars in Mankato, and I know this is the summer that you want to finally drive around in the classic or muscle car of your dreams, and we are the best place to find it. Go to uniqueclassiccars.com to shop for your dream car today.
Standard Water Control is the basement hero, the Midwest's expert for waterproofing and foundation repair since 1977. Standard Water fixes all wet and humid basement issues. Radon, too. Peace of mind starting at just $199. Visit standardwater.com. Standardwater.com.
Treasure Island Resort and Casino, TI Casino.com. You can get ready to laugh all night long when Russell Peters comes to Treasure Island Resort and Casino. Superstar comedian with specials like Notorious, Outsourced, and more. Don't miss Russell Peters and all the hilarity at the Island on Friday, November 29th. But tickets go on sale this Friday at TICasino.com. Again, that's Russell Peters on November 29th. It's a Friday night, but tickets go on sale this Friday. TICasino.com. More information and tickets available. And while you're there, get a hotel room, not just for November, but multiple times this summer. Go down to the Island. You could even ring in Independence Day at the Island Block Party. Treasure Island is throwing a free Star Spangled Bash featuring food trucks, family-friendly fun, live music from The Hype, and the largest fireworks display in southern Minnesota outdoors at the lot on Wednesday, July 3rd. More information on that as well at TICasino.com. It's Treasure Island Resort and Casino.
You're free now. Free to fill your feed with impossibly chonky chonkers. Free to be everything you imagine, and then some. That's how it feels to have Quantum Fiber Internet. Your world unleashed. Learn more at quantumfiber.com. Limited availability. Service in select locations only.
At Arthur's Jewelers, no boring rings are allowed. You'll love our collection of unique, stylish pieces. Every ring is a game changer. Explore the elegance of the Viraggio collection of engagement and anniversary rings, and say hello to unique designs that steal the spotlight with stunning side views exclusively at Arthur's.
At Anderson, we understand the challenges of builders and contractors better than most. Here's proof from real pros.
The best service department is the one you don't need, right? But when you do, I know they're going to be there.
The 400 series has earned my trust to the point where we have put it in our own home.
When somebody says Anderson, everybody responds quality.
Helping builders and contractors craft their legacy. Anderson, the #1 trusted window and door brand. Claims based on 2022 Anderson brand surveys of U.S. contractors and builders.
Ah, the light bulb. Instant gratification. Pull the chain or flip that switch and bam, there's light. It's nice when you get just what you want when you want it, like savings. Now, Excel Energy can help you save up to $3 per bulb on Energy Star LED bulbs that last at least 13 years. Just go to excelenergy.com/lighting deals to find a store and save instantly at checkout. Let's keep that instant gratification going.
Meat Sauce here for my amazing friends at 7th Avenue Pizza. They offer fresh ingredients, thin crust. They are family owned. It's my favorite pizza. The sauce is incredible. The best part about 7th Avenue Pizza, you can find 7th Avenue Pizza at Kowalski's. Get 15% off right now with Sauce 15 at chillboys.com, the most comfortable underwear in the world.
Now back to the 651 Carpets Plus, home of the Next Day Install Studios. It's the Power Trip on the Fan.
All right. This is Chris Gant and Into the Blue, local music on the Power Trip Morning Show. Hawk at KFN.com if you have some music you'd like to hear from yourself. It's got to be from you, though. Can't be from you to, this is my buddy's brother's band. It's got to be you. Rosie's got a new band out.
What's the name of it?
Ricky Gervais's Lap.
Wow, that's the name of your band, Rosie?
Sometimes. I change it.
That's an interesting tactic.
Yeah.
It's hard to build a following.
It really is.
Yeah, I like it, though. I like it. Rosie,
yes, sir.
That's Corey Cove. That's Meat Sauce Paul Lambert. I'm Chris. Over there, that is Zacho behind you.
Mm-hmm.
Over there is Derek's right here, and then Brett's right there.
Hi, Brett.
Brett, who are you doing the show with today after we're done?
Alec Lewis. Me and Alec Lewis.
Good for Alec.
Yeah, man. He's got a great lineup. So,
do you know
Who does
what it
he
is?
have, Hawk?
He's got the juice.
The juice is loose.
I heard J.J. McCarthy's going to be in studio.
You like the juice?
is that right?
Really? No chance.
It's on your screensaver, Jack.
What's on your phone right now, Roser?
My lovely wife.
Shouldn't throw some stones over there, Mr. Glasshouse.
Hey, man.
Oh!
All right.
And Willie Mays.
Hey, Roser. No, not Roser. Corey.
Yes, sir.
Bon Jovi's back on the charts with their new album, Forever. The rock band released their first full length in 4 years, a little more than a week ago, and it's now become their loftiest placement in more than a decade. It launched at number 3 on the UK album charts. It's selling like crazy. Bon Jovi's still selling records.
All right, so I'm going to ask the question that I think we've asked this multiple times, and I just keep forgetting the answer.
Yeah,
so I apologize for re-asking the same question over and over again.
It's okay.
That's all I do.
It's okay.
Who buys albums? And I'm being serious.
I did.
Why, though?
I bought a whole vinyl.
Okay, but buying a vinyl record for a record player, very different than, like, millions of people aren't doing that. I know it's like having a renaissance, and I get that, but we're not talking about record-breaking numbers because people are buying records.
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't everybody just add it to their playlist or play it off of YouTube for free or Spotify or iHeart or whatever? There's so many ways to just listen to it for free. Who's buying albums?
But for my favorite bands, I buy a CD
Sure.
as well.
But you ask a good question, Corey, and as somebody who my last record sold 10 copies, I don't know how the how they do it. Like if I'm a member of Apple Music, let's say, and I download it, does that count as a record sale for Bon Jovi? I really don't know.
That's a good question because, I mean, once you get hooked up with one of these monthly services where you can just have access to as much music as you want, why would you ever buy an album again?
I don't know.
The only thing I can think of, I know my son would buy albums, and I think because of the system he had set up in his apartment, the sound system, which is better than what he could get on his phone. I mean, he loved having everything set up much the way we almost did in a much different, archaic way in the 70s. Mm-hmm. But having that album and playing it in his apartment, the sound system was so much better than listening
audio files.
Audio.
Right, but again, that's niche. That's another niche thing.
It is.
I'm not saying it doesn't exist. It's just not enough to move the meter.
Correct. I mean, I get the CDs of my favorite band, but I like having the little booklet because then the lyrics are all in there and you can read directly. That's my reason.
Yeah, but now, like on Apple Music, when you listen to the song, there's a tab you can click to read the lyrics as it goes.
Sure.
Yeah, I don't think I have purchased the last. I think it's like 2 or 3 311 albums.
Nobody
because.
I mean, that's.
Come on, I had to. I couldn't help myself.
Yeah, he's not wrong.
For that exact reason, though.
Yeah.
It's just I'm going to put it in the phone.
I got to find out, though, the answer to the question I asked. I wonder if Bon Jovi gets credit for a record sale if I download the album on Apple Music.
Zacho, do you know the answer to that?
I think it's there's a certain amount of streams. I think that a threshold hits where it does count as a sale because that's otherwise nobody would go platinum anymore. Obviously,
right. Yeah, and they do. Yeah, you're right. So that has to be. In case you guys are wondering, by the way, Guar's going out on tour again.
Oh, are you and Rosie going to go?
Yeah, because Rosie loves the opening bands. Dark Funeral, and Squid Pisser.
Squid Pisser?
Button Bar.
What was the name of the band?
What band are you going to see, Rose?
Squid Pisser?
Get that, Zach.
2947.
Go get that.
That's the name of a band.
Squid Pisser.
That's the name of a band.
That's when I.
Can I
look at
Can
them
I say
too.
something a little controversial though?
Yeah.
Please.
Oh my God!
Honestly, Squid Pisser sold out. They used to be so much better. Now they're just mainstream trash.
You like the old Squid Pisser.
100%. I like
Look at
retro Squid Pisser.
That's scary.
Oh,
That's
my
a scary
God.
band. That's scary. They play the Skyway Theater in Minneapolis on
Wait, the what?
October 30th. The Skyway Theater?
And by the way, I think
I played
Dark
there. It's a great
Funeral
place.
Dark Funeral plays Acoustic Sunrise this Sunday.
Do they really?
Yeah.
Yeah, they. I think that was one of the names I made fun of back in the day. I remember because they played First Avenue, and it was on the marquee or whatever, and I was like, really, Dark Funeral. But
dude, there's a band that is on a different leg of their tour. I'm not even going to say the name of the band.
does it start with cattle?
No, it starts with Cancer.
Oh, come on.
I know. It's just unbelievable.
Because Dark Funeral played First Ave May 31st, 2023 with Cattle Decapitation.
Yeah. Great band.
Yeah, Rosie went and saw them, right? Didn't you and Rosie go see them?
Well, Rosie's the reason they named the band that.
Yeah. Rosie.
They were driving by a field and Rosie had a chainsaw.
Rosie walks up on stage and announces Cattle Pisser.
Yeah, he
whatever it's
announces them.
Cattle
Squid.
Pisser.
Get it right.
Cattle Decapitation. And 200 stab wounds.
Nah, don't.
Carl.
Shouldn't you feel better about I know, Sauce, specifically you and I, we're pretty much losers. I've seen 311 almost 60 times. You've seen Dave Matthews like 40 or 50, whatever. Can you imagine if you're like the guy that says, I've seen Squid Pisser 27 times?
Yeah. And not, that's
Man,
a
I
weird
wish
bit.
Squid Pisser would play the Sphere, but they're not big enough.
No.
Damn it.
I'd love to.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's hard to come up with a band name, but
that's
not that hard.
Squid Pisser.
That's the definition of you were last in line when they were handing out names.
Sounds cool to me.
I bet you anything Brian Oak has seen Squid Pisser.
Probably.
Yeah.
I miss old Brian Oak.
Yeah, we can
We're
have
allowed to have him in now, yeah.
Well, he
do
still
it.
shows up with Common.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Wanders in here once a
Hey,
week.
did you hear about my nephew, Timmy? He's a musician. Oh, yeah, what's Timmy do? He's the bass player in Squid Pisser.
In what?
Once again, Squid Pisser.
That'd be the greatest Saturday Night Live intro of all time. Paul, your hands up.
After just one season, the Detroit Pistons have dismissed coach Monty Williams, which leaves
Oh, my God, that's a lot of money.
5 years and $65 million left on his deal.
How dumb is that?
Wow.
How did you not fire the GM?
1 year, they canned him.
He gets all that money?
He gets all of it, yeah.
To not do anything?
Not do anything.
So he gets about 80-something million to coach a year.
Yes.
That's sick.
Yeah.
What a lucky son of a bitch.
No kidding.
dumb
No
thing.
stress.
What could he have possibly done that was that bad that they fire him and give him that much money to go away?
One season.
That's what I mean.
How they give him that much money to begin with?
I don't know.
The Pistons. They haven't been good since
Squid
Bill
Pistons.
Lambier.
The Squid Pistons.
The Squid
like $1
Pistons.
an hour. Isaiah Thomas.
My buddy has seen Cattle Decapitation.
Okay, great. Thanks.
The act or the band?
The band.
Thanks.
Slaughterhouse?
Button Bar.
They're coming to town, I'm sure.
Slaughterhouse?
Your buddy has
Firehouse
seen
is out.
Cattle Decapitation.
Yeah.
Can you tell me which buddy this was?
It's Smitty-oon.
Okay. And do you know where he saw him?
No, I asked him where. He'll text me back.
Okay, cool. Get back to me on that. Let me know how many people were there.
Oh, here. Oh, hold on. No, that's not him.
So that's not him on the phone right now?
Yeah, he didn't text me.
Okay, this is great. Thanks.
By the way, I just looked up some of the song titles for Squid Pisser.
Yeah, I was doing that too.
Marching for Trash, Virus A-Holes, Vaporize a Neighbor.
Wow.
Their most recent album is called Dreams of Puke. I'm not even kidding.
In 2023, they had an album called My Tadpole Legion, and they had a song called F Your Preacher.
Oh, my God.
I'm shocked you're not into him, Corey.
Paul Allen, everybody.
Um,
The hottest load.
Yeah. That was a song on Dreams of Puke. Also on Dreams of Puke, Kill All Your Friends.
Splatter
I'm happy
the
the
master.
title track is there. Yeah, that makes it.
Well, but then hang on. Dreams of Puke, the 2024 album by Squid Pisser, also had a song called Heaven's a Place on Earth.
No, they covered that song.
They covered it?
Oh, yeah.
They covered it?
God.
Baby, do you know
Do I want to
That
listen
can't
to
be that, right? It can't be that.
Yeah, can we review it?
We damn right.
What? Oh, hang on. There is an E next to it. So
Yeah, it's explicit. All right.
Yeah, it might not.
Sorry,
I
tough
don't
break.
care.
We don't get to listen to Squid
get to
Pisser.
review
Can
it.
you play Vaporize a Neighbor?
Playing with fire.
Or
All right, hang on.
Liquefied
Hold
with
on, I'm going to give it a listen.
Oh,
Hold on.
no.
Oh, no, he turned it up. Oh, no.
There's no way this.
The everlasting bloat.
It can't be arable.
No, there's no way. By the way, Smitty Oom saw them at the Caboose.
Of course.
On accident, or did he pay to go see
They
him?
opened for a band he likes.
Okay, good.
Dark Funeral?
It was 11 years ago.
Yeah, Dark.
They've been around that long?
Yeah.
See what Dark Funeral has.
This is
for
terrifying.
I bet.
Yeah, that's not
I
playing.
love how the keyboard's still playing.
Hail Murder, Goddess of Sodomy. My Lord.
Wow.
Dark Funeral, man. You guys are dark.
Yeah, I mean, we
It sounds
can't.
like Godzilla ate a school and pooped out all the musical instruments.
It's that bad.
It's that bad.
Rosie, you going to go see him?
No, I feel sorry when I walk past First Ave on my way to let's say after a Timberwolves game or whatever, and I see these kids lined up to go in to see
Dark Funeral.
Dark,
Squid
whatever.
Pisser, yeah.
And you look at the names on the wall there, and you think to myself, these kids weren't even born. They have no idea. I mean, they probably know their music. I hope they do. But
You never know, right?
you think about all those bands that performed at First Ave, and they're going to see Squid Pisser.
I love it. I love that
It's
you
too
say
easy.
it. I love that you're saying it.
Yeah.
I mean, it's
Because
just,
you're
it's
Rosen.
like, I just want to go up to him and go, do you understand any of this?
Well,
Paul
but you know
Simon
what?
is
Without the
doing it.
Beatles, there'd be no Squid Pisser.
No, that's true.
You know,
It's-
I've always
We're
said that.
all standing on the shoulders of giants, Mark Rosen. It's a trickle down
Say
effect.
Squid
Understand
Pisser
that.
a couple more times.
we have it plenty.
Yeah. Button bar.
Okay.
Now it's time for
U2 has played First Ave.
Headlines
Corey?
brought to you by our friends at Wolf
Freaks
River
alive.
Electric. You can go solar and get those solar panels
That'd
with
be
our
a
friends
good
at
idea.
Wolf
Did you do that?
River Electric. I am doing it.
Yeah,
In
good
fact,
idea, man.
the guy's coming over for the old what is it called?
What do you call it? Estimation?
No,
Estimate?
they have like a site survey. They got to figure out where to put the panels and all that kind of stuff.
Well, how
Even though
does
there's a
Randy
plan.
be there?
Yeah, I know he's
He
like
is for
going
a
to see
separate
Squid
reason.
Pisser later today.
Oh, my God.
All right, try this one on for size.
Okay.
According to a recent survey, Rosie and Company, what percentage of Americans don't like cats or dogs?
Pretty
Don't
low.
care for either.
I would, man, it's hard to admit that. I would say, I don't know, 10%. That don't
else?
like or don't want to own.
Don't like cats or dogs.
I don't know. I probably a little higher than that, but I probably 15% somewhere.
10.
Yeah, I bet it's 7, probably.
12.5%.
You guys danced all around it. Only 8% of Americans do not like cats or dogs.
Yeah.
8%.
How many of them have pet squids?
Man, we don't need to go down this route, but I already started my sentence, so there's no turning back now. I would argue the most mad I got in the 4.5 days I was in Vegas was not related to gambling. It's 105 degrees,
Right.
and there was a homeless dude with like a German Shepherd,
don't
and
do that.
he looked.
Oh,
I mean,
boy.
those dogs, those breeds look like they would be warm in the winter, right?
Right, right.
It's 105, and he was sitting outside of the Venetian, and I'm going, this is so unfair to this dog. I know
Correct.
you're down on your luck. This dog is suffering.
Yeah.
Correct.
You got to let him have, somebody else got to, man,
it's
that
terrible.
drove me nuts.
I hate that. Yep.
That's
no
just
one bringing
abuse.
the dog. I mean, really, they didn't bring either one of them water or.
I mean,
Probably
I just
not.
walked past him, so I don't know. I didn't stick around long enough to see it. I'm like, this dog's got to be burning alive.
105 right now in Vegas, right?
It's just so hot, dude.
Way too hot.
I mean, come on.
Horrible.
Come on. It's
San
too much.
Antonio was supposed to be hosting a World Naked Bike Ride event on Saturday, but no naked bike riders showed up.
What?
How?
Hi. I don't know why there wasn't thousands.
Right.
You'd think if they're going to let a whole bunch of people ride naked around the city, You would think there would be some takers.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, I'm surprised. It's very, was it Madison or Milwaukee? One of the two. Madison, I think, does this every year, and it's a giant success. I believe it's Madison. Let me take a look-see. Madison Nude Bike Ride.
World Naked Bike Ride in Madison, Wisconsin.
Thank you very much. How did I know that? Just random stuff.
Man, you were...
what am I?
A scholar of Wisconsin tradition.
Thank you.
What?
He's right, though. I am. Wow. Yeah. Look at this, man. Oh, look at the pictures.
Oh,
that
they're
lady's
all
nude.
naked.
Yeah, that guy's nude, and he shouldn't be.
Yeah, most of the time they shouldn't.
Yeah.
Rosie, when's a good time to see a man naked?
6 o'clock tonight.
Wow. What?
A guy was attempting to try to burn down his ex-girlfriend's house, but he'd been drinking and accidentally caught himself on fire.
Good.
The reason why I think this story is funny is the headline, though, says, an arsonist caught himself on fire while he was attempting to burn down his ex-girlfriend's house. I think that's misleading. As a guy who's always wanted to burn down a house, I've recently found a love for. I think that would be fun to do.
Always wanted to burn down a house?
With nobody in it.
Yeah, vacated.
I want to just feel what it feels like to be the one that starts that big of a blaze.
Yeah,
exactly. If you've never burned down a building and you're going to burn down your ex-girlfriend's house, but then accidentally set yourself on fire, can you call yourself an arsonist?
Not a very good one.
I think you call yourself an idiot.
I think if it's like, hey, what do you do for fun? Or what's your main job? Well, I'm an arsonist.
Yeah.
What are you doing later today? I think I'm going to go burn down my ex-girlfriend's house. I'd say that's an arsonist who's going to burn down his ex-girlfriend's house.
Sure, I get where your point is.
You got to earn that title.
You got to earn the exactly. Well said, Zachary. You don't just get to call yourself an arsonist if you screw up and set yourself on fire. Chris, your hands up.
Corey, I'm glad you brought this up because our friend Sally, you remember Sal? Hi, good morning. She says, a friend of mine heard you guys chatting a few weeks ago about how Corey wants to burn down a house.
Go on.
My buddy's dad is a firefighter. They're going to be doing a controlled burn on a building at the end of July. If you're serious, they would love to have you participate in the controlled burn.
That is definitely putting my toes in the water, right?
Yeah,
I mean,
man.
I think ultimately I want the rush of doing it on my own.
Probably not a good idea.
But then you're risking
burning yourself to death.
Yeah, or getting caught. You know?
Well, I mean,
I would go this route.
Yeah, I think this is a better route for you. You just try it.
Maybe.
Try it.
Mel Gibson says Lethal Weapon 5 is still happening.
What do you want me to tell Sal?
It's very possible. End of July?
I'll give you your phone number.
Okay.
And the nude pictures I have of you.
Wait, you send Hawk nudes?
I didn't send them. He just acquired them.
Yeah, I did, yeah.
How?
Hi. I did an art installation about a decade ago, and Chris got wind of it.
Yeah.
Mel Gibson's still making movies?
He probably broke wind in it, too.
Zach.
Let's see what you did there.
Why do you gotta make it gross?
According to some sources, Rosie, Lorne Michaels may not be retiring from Saturday Night Live anytime soon. After all, the hot rumor was that Tina Fey was the front runner and that maybe when they got to 50 years, it was going to be that was it. And I think that's next year. Now the hot rumors is that he's not even close to done.
Huh.
Good for him.
Yeah, I don't know why he
why?
would retire if he loves it.
Absolutely.
Show's still doing well.
Have you met him, Rose?
Have not. No.
Rosie, please give me tickets to see a filming of Saturday Night Live.
I have no connection with this.
Well,
I used to get connections with CBS
and
David Letterman and blah 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 Colbert, but nothing with NBC.
I saw our buddy Buzzboy was at the Late Show like yesterday or day before yesterday or something like that. I got to find out how he did that. That'd be fun.
Interesting.
I'd like to see that filmed.
Colbert Late Show.
Yeah.
They're not as difficult as you think to get tickets. You can normally sometimes the guys in front are just handing out tickets on the street.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah, they end up having extra tickets.
Oh.
So it's just a matter of randomness and
Well, if it's
timing.
easy to get tickets, I don't want to go.
Yeah.
Right. He wants to go if it's a tough ticket.
All right,
I would like to see Saturday Night Live.
let's show some equality, okay?
All right.
Rosie, when there's a giant age gap in a relationship, a lot of times
Belichick and his girlfriend.
Yeah, a lot of times it's culturally kind of appropriate or accepted. If it's a man is the older one and the woman is, but if it's reversed,
It's
people think
creepy.
it's weird and creepy or whatever.
Right.
It's like, why, she's like 70. What are you doing with her? Right. So let's be as fair as possible and show both sides of this coin. First part of the story is when Bill Belichick first met the woman that he's now dating, who's 24, he gave her an autograph on one of her college textbooks.
That's hot.
Now they're dating.
So like a year ago?
Wonder what the circumstances were. She asked for his autograph.
I don't know. Probably for her grandpa, who's a big fan.
Yeah.
I have a question for you guys that relates to this. We're talking about Bill being 72 and her being 24.
24.
Imagine it's a dude who's 24 and she's 72.
That's where we're going with this.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I like it.
Yeah, we know.
Her name is Wendy, and she's 30.
She makes great cheeseburgers.
She does.
She just started shacking up with a much younger dude named Nacho, who's 4. They're penguins.
Oh,
One of the oldest penguins in the world just had a baby. She's 30. He's 4. And again, his name is Nacho. That's adorable.
Way to go, Nacho.
But again, just to put this in perspective and make the Belichick thing not so gross, think about this. It's Nacho's first baby.
Right.
Sir, this is
It's Wendy's 23rd baby.
Boy, she parties.
She is a great grandmother to a chick that recently hatched at a zoo. Excuse me.
A Jewish penguin?
How can you tell?
Muzzle tough.
Great grandmother, and she just had another baby, her 23rd.
Man,
good for Nacho.
Yeah, get it done, Nacho.
Yeah,
he likes
get
what he
after
likes.
it.
4.
Make it rain.
What?
I thought it was a penguin, not a cougar.
Okay, enough out of you.
Yeah, I don't know why you're trying to be
Just
funny.
let me accidentally say slurs, would you?
Yeah, right.
How about this, Rosie? We have a little prep service that gives us random facts every day. I'm just going to read this one, and then you can react however you want. There are no laws preventing the NBA, NFL, or any other sports league from rigging their games.
Yeah, I can see that.
Clearly.
Wow.
Yeah, there's a...
That interesting. Technically, they could go WWE on it and rig them all if they wanted to.
They, meaning the players.
Well, or the league. It could be rigged entertainment if they, according to this little headline here.
I don't want to point at anybody, but a lot of
to.
people feel that it is rigged.
Sauce.
Yeah, I mean,
Conspiracy theories.
I think there are some sporting events that have been rigged. I think there's a lot of people that have said that a lot of the Lakers teams in the 2000s were given an easier path, and that some of these. One of the referees was caught rigging these games, right? So it's not 0.
No,
wasn't
of course
it Tim
not.
Donahue?
He wasn't rigging it.
What?
He was betting on it, but they did a full, extensive investigation. The FBI, every single game, they could not find any sort of direct evidence of him making a call. A lot of times he got in trouble because he wouldn't rig it, and the guys that he was giving advice to would lose their bets, and they get pissed at him.
Yeah.
So
It's very Bruce Willis Pulp Fiction-like.
right.
Gosh, do I love that film.
Yeah.
But to your point, he mentioned that they straight up, and they talk about it in the officials' rooms, that they give calls to superstars that they don't give to other players.
That's just
we saw
human
that
nature.
this year with the Wolves. It's frustrating.
Oh, dynamite.
It is rigged.
You
are electric. Everybody be cool.
No law. Okay. No rule.
There's no laws when you're drinking claws, Rosie. You know that.
Hey, Corey, I know you got more. I have to ask you a question before I forget, though. When you went to, where were you at when you had to wear the bear bells?
That was Glacier National Park in Montana.
Did you see any bears?
No.
Did you leave a complaint?
No.
Listen to this.
No.
A Yellowstone National Park visitor left a. There's a piece of paper that you can fill out. It says, "We strive to do everything possible to make your stay enjoyable. If for any reason your room or cabin needs attention at the Yellowstone National Park hotel here, housekeeping can help you any way you want. Please tell us your concern." In the concern, this lady wrote, "Our visit was wonderful, but we never saw any bears. Please train your bears to be where guests can see them."
Oh, come on.
This was an expensive trip to not get to see any bears.
Please train your bears.
Train your bears.
Like they're on a ride at Disney World.
Yeah. Yeah.
That person's a lot of fun.
It's like going on a safari, going, where are the wild rhinos that were going to gore us?
Button bar.
Cops in Florida got a call about a
Boris,
disturbance on Saturday.
Uh-oh.
And by the time they got there, the suspect was gone.
Oh, no.
But they ID'd him as 38-year-old Josh Garrett. Turned out Josh was already wanted for violating his probation in connection to a burglary case.
Okay.
So they decided to track him down at his workplace nearby and confirmed he'd walked inside, but no one saw him leave. So they started searching the building.
Oh.
Then they heard his phone ringing and realized he was hiding in the ceiling. You got to put it on silent,
Yeah, what are you
dummy.
doing, man?
Put
Come
him
on.
on silent.
They looked up and saw a few ceiling tiles displaced. Then they saw his hand sticking through some
Oh, my
insulation.
God, this guy's not good.
So, but it made me, it reminded me.
There he is.
On the way to Vegas, I watched a movie for the first time that was egregious that it took me 20 years to watch because I love bank robberies.
What is it?
I had never seen Inside Man with Denzel Washington and Clive Owen.
I've never seen that either.
Really good. Spike Lee movie?
You haven't seen Inside Man.
Correct.
You are the Inside Man.
And genius plan, by the way. I don't want to give
Zach,
spoilers.
you,
Fantastic plan.
Yeah, some
Tommy
ideas.
loves Inside
Loved
Man.
it.
Zach, Inside Man?
I haven't seen it yet.
Jodie Foster,
It's good.
Clive Owen, Denzel. It was good. Fun ride.
Good call.
God, I love cocaine.
Anyway, worth seeing if you like heist
Good.
movies.
Well, speaking of movies, do you know it's been 20 years since Napoleon Dynamite?
Oh, so good.
Yeah, 2004. I remember my son graduated high school.
I
That was
love
a
that
big
movie.
year.
It's awesome.
For Napoleon Dynamite. Every one of his buddies. And it was so well done.
John Hader recreated the tater tot pants.
20 years later, still haunted by crushed tots. Give me some of your tots. Now from a rider comes tot protecting pants. I'll eat as many as I want to. Gosh.
Dude,
It's, oh my God.
what a brilliant film. But, I mean, that guy obviously had the Will Ferrell movie. What was it called?
Blades of Glory.
Which is really quite good.
Oh my
Yeah,
God.
love that
Quite
movie.
good.
So good.
But has he done anything else?
Not really,
And, you
which
know,
is fine.
I'm saying that's a great career.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong. That's plenty. But
Nothing huge. I think he's had a lot
done
of little roles.
bit part.
But my God,
but if
what
you
a
remember,
film.
if you remember though, what happened though with Napoleon Dynamite was almost it's like when the bosses down the hall go, "Hey, go film a viral video," and you're like,
Yeah, right.
you don't just get to film like a viral video. That's not how it works. It either like you have to hit that sweet spot. The 2 or 3 years after Napoleon Dynamite, there were so many movies that tried to just be as weird as possible just to try to catch that magic.
Correct.
And it's like lightning struck once.
No.
Man, that was
But they got a lot of copycat
Yeah.
movies.
That was also one of those films that was at like the Uptown Theater, right? Nobody really knew about it. And then everyone saw it, and then it went like global, and it was at every theater. That is one of the funniest films of all time.
I love it.
I love
It
that
holds
movie.
up.
It does
it's
hold up.
so
If you haven't seen
good.
it lately, it's definitely
Understated, too.
It's so good.
The more I see it, the more I love Uncle Rico.
Yeah,
I love
correct.
that guy.
The
That
whole
character is. I would watch a movie about that guy. I want to know that guy's life.
I mean, Tina, eat your ham.
Yeah.
Do you know how many
Great
times-
scene.
You know, again, there's very few things that dudes can do that are douchier than just nonstop movie quotes, but that's what
Yeah.
a lot of us do.
Well, yeah.
You know how many times in my life, in the last 20 years, I've gone, your mom goes to college.
Oh yeah, that's the best.
It's the dumbest, but I've said it thousands of times.
It's such a great line.
Well, you play it here all the time. Like it's like $1 an hour.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just the lines never
like
end.
$1 an hour.
Yeah, I was chatting with babes online all day.
And yeah, what's the girlfriend's
The Time
name?
Machine. Letitia?
Yeah. I love that. That whole
And then
angle.
He actually marries her in the end of the movie. Yeah,
I love it. Everything about it.
The whole bit's brilliant.
Last thing.
I would say things are getting pretty serious.
Last thing, Corey. Apparently,
It's LaFonda, I think.
LaFonda, that's right. Yeah.
That's right, not Letitia.
Apparently, season 5 of Stranger Things is going to be the last one.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, it is.
Everything I'm reading, there were, for some reason, a bunch of articles about it today. This one says, Stranger Things Season 5 described as out of control and completely insane. Apparently, they're going for it.
In a
on this
good way
final-
or
Yeah,
bad
in a good
way?
way. In a good way, yeah.
Well, look, man, it's go time. Let's go.
Right. Is she still in it? 7?
11?
Whatever.
Yeah.
7.
I'm sorry, I don't remember.
I've only seen the first season.
Man,
I got to watch it. I know.
it's so good.
I've got to watch it.
It's like, why did I not watch Inside Man in the last 20 years? It's going to be the same thing
I
with you.
can't believe you still haven't seen Guardians of the Galaxy.
Well, I've seen Guardians of the Galaxy. You're talking
No,
about Deadpool.
Deadpool's better even.
is so good.
Yes.
You need to watch the two before the third one comes out.
Is that right?
Deadpool's so good. Yeah, watch the 2.
Love you, Rosie.
We're back
Love you
tomorrow,
too.
5:30 to 9. Alec Lewis in next for Paul Allen. See you tomorrow.
Internet that's everything you imagine, and then some. Quantum Fiber, your world unleashed. Sign up today and get internet with a price for life. Keep your internet service monthly rate for as long as you keep your plan. Internet service monthly rate subject to continued plan availability.
Some delays continuing there, and southbound 10th Avenue South remains closed between 26th and 28th Streets with roadwork until the 28th. That's traffic on the Fan. Traffic is sponsored by Mattress Firm. Mattress Firm's July 4th sale is your chance to get matched with your coolest